Hello guys, welcome back to our Bitcoin update. Here right now we just had a big correction here on Bitcoin, a pullback. As I mentioned in my previous video, we just reached this median line here and we had the pullback. For me, it was very surprising, and I've been telling my VIPs is how rigged this market is. You always see algorithms the first buying and the first to buy, the first to sell, always before a big news event or something affects the market. Somebody commented on one of my posts that said, at the end of the day, all this is just lines on the chart, which I 100% agree with. It's the news and the supply and the demand that controls the market. But we cannot ignore how accurate these pitchforks have predicted the market. And for me, it's just insane. We see these patterns over and over again. How algorithms are the first to sell before something big happens and causes a major pullback on Bitcoin. So let's get right into what can we now expect for Bitcoin. As I've been saying, I still believe the fourth wave is in here. Basically, one of these lows is the fourth wave. Right now, we face some heavy resistance here on Bitcoin. We face some heavy resistance here on Bitcoin, but I still do believe we're going to get probably some more sideways here unless the war will affect more and we might drop further. But I do believe that the lows are in, and just from a technical perspective, I do still think that this pitchfork is valid, the original. So I do think Bitcoin will climb here. Of course, the sooner we can get above the 0.5 line here on the pitchforks. So we'd like to see price come up here. This will confirm that we'll in fact go to the median line. So overall, I'm still cautious. I'm still staying in 2 trades right now. But this is something to pay attention to. We need to get above this area here on Bitcoin. Something else you can look at is this pitchfork. I found very interesting here. If you take from the all-time highs basically to the recent lows here and then to this high here. So you can see here we're very close to this median line. So I would like to see Bitcoin drop slightly more here to the median line and then get a bounce and climb higher. But of course right now it's very risky to trade the market. So make sure to use stop losses and so on when you trade the market. But overall, I do think we're still in this sideways range here, and I think it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin starts climbing higher, because I'm still bullish overall on the market. Of course, there's possibility we can go lower and then go higher. Of course, there's possibility we can do anything right now, but I'm pretty confident the lows are in for Bitcoin. So also, if we come here on the Ethereum chart, so let's pull up the Ethereum chart here. On the Ethereum chart, I have a feeling that the fourth wave is in. Usually we don't get a straight bounce, as I mentioned yesterday, so it will take some time for Ethereum to climb. Right now, if you go on the 4 hour, usually we get a bounce, or we can actually even zoom in on the 2 hour. Usually we get a bounce from the 0.31 line here. So we can see here, we got a bounce here in Ethereum, but right now it's breaking lower. So this is something to pay attention to. We also have a nice demand zone here on Ethereum. So if Ethereum goes lower, I would like to see a bounce from here. I don't want Ethereum to go much lower than this. So we could probably get a bounce here and then reclaim the level. So this is just something to pay attention to on Ethereum because even if the lows are in, market likes to shake out longs before then we go higher. So right now the market is very unpredictable at the moment. So my suggestion is to not open too many new trades here and just to stay cautious and wait for the next setup. But I have a feeling that the fourth wave is in on Ethereum because we still have this target here, which is actually, people have been asking me if it's my final target here at 4,700. I'm not sure if this is going to be the complete final target for Ethereum, but I do think it's going to be a major top here for Ethereum. We're just going to barely break the all-time highs here, or maybe get a double top before then we can get a massive pullback. If we come here back on the total altcoin market cap, I still expect us to reach this median line here. Sooner or later. If we remove this and go on the normal scale, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, we take from the lows to the highs. We got a very nice, actually, I think it's on the log scale. Yeah, if we got a very nice bottom here on altcoins. So a lot of altcoins have bottomed, in my opinion. We might get some more downwards here. Like altcoins probably still gonna pull back, liquidate a lot of longs before then we're gonna climb higher. So this is my outlook for the market right now. I still think it's a good place to start buying altcoins. I want to cover a few different altcoins here. So here on Dogecoin, I still have this pitchfork here. I think Dogecoin has a possibility to reach this median line here. We can see we have gotten 3 red weeks in a row. So I do think we're due for some green here soon on Dogecoin. We can see here on the 1 hour on Dogecoin, we took a trade in the VIP. So usually what I like to do when market has bottom, you basically take from the lows and then you find the high and you look for bounces from the 0.31. This because it's the fib that algorithms are using. So you can see here how the 0.31 algorithms were pushing price up, and we got exactly resistance at this, the minus 0.236. Unfortunately, I did not take profits here as I wanted. Now I've closed my Doge trade in some profits because we entered here Right now, Dogecoin is pulling back down. Something to keep in mind, here's a very nice demand zone on Doge. So I would look this as a demand zone here on Doge, possibility to start bouncing here because I'm overall still bullish on Dogecoin. But as I said, the market is very risky now, so you have to be careful. Even though the lows are in, so we can still do some crazy movement before they will go higher. So time will show. When it comes to my near trade, as I updated you guys, I'm still holding this trade. I entered down here. I'm hoping the lows are in, because if you go on the major time frame, we can see basically here on the daily time frame that this a major low, the 0.31. So I still think that the low is in for near. So if we're gonna bottom somewhere, it's gonna be this bottom before then we start slowly going higher. If we break below the 0.31, I'll have to reanalyze my whole outlook for near and a lot of altcoins, because this would be a major bearish signal if we cannot hold the 0.31. But overall, I like how the market is looking right now. I think it's a good place to add to altcoins and so on. Also here, if we see Solana also looked like we made a major low. Right now, another red candle, which is normal. We don't straight see green candles, even though when the lows are in. Solana got pretty heavy hit today. So right now I'm just waiting for some more consolidation here to form a bottom, and then I'll start looking for entries once we trend higher. So the next resistance for Solana it's around 171. So this is actually what I'm looking right now. Altcoins are very volatile right now. Something to keep in mind. So the most important chart here is right now Bitcoin. Would like to see Bitcoin start bouncing here soon, especially from this pitchfork that I have drawn here. So if we come below this median line here, will be very bad for Bitcoin. Right now we just hit it, I believe, while recording this video. So yeah, Bitcoin has just hit support here, so we need to start bouncing here on Bitcoin. Here will be an excellent area to start bouncing. If we start dropping lower, we might even take out this low. So this is a very important level for Bitcoin. And remember, the markets are really volatile right now, and there's a lot of fear in the markets. That's actually when you want to be buying, but you can never know when this super volatile markets what's going to happen next. But overall, if we just look from a technical perspective, it still looks like a fourth wave action here. There is of course possibility that will make another low, sweep all the longs here, liquidate them, and then go higher. So we always have to be cautious for both possibilities. But if you're interested to see how I trade this market, because lately to trade this market has been very difficult, make sure to join my Discord, link down below, if you're interested to learn more how I use the tools, how I enter trades, and so on. So overall, Bitcoin still is going to go to 90,000. That's my final target for Bitcoin, and that's when I believe the bear market is going to start, and we're going to start trending lower on Bitcoin. Somebody asked me if I think 50k is possible. I think to see Bitcoin at 50k is very possible when the bear market starts, and even at 43,000, I think Bitcoin can go once the bear market starts. But overall, the longer term, I'm still thinking Bitcoin is going to go up to this median line here. But we just have to keep our eyes on right now on the fourth wave here, because I would really not like to see Bitcoin come lower than this. This would actually flip me for short-term bearish. But overall, this is my outlook. If you're like my analysis so far, please subscribe, leave a like, and I will upload daily. So make sure to subscribe and join the Discord.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals.